If you only have 24 hours in Amsterdam, then this is the video for you because we will be going over the best things to do, where to eat, how to get around, and where to stay. In this video, we'll be taking you through a day in Amsterdam, starting with breakfast and ending with dinner with plenty of essential activities to do when you only have 24 hours. Let's get right into it. If you're even a little bit into art or history, the Rijksmuseum is a must-visit in Amsterdam. This is the National Museum of the Netherlands, home to some of the most famous Dutch masterpieces, including Rembrandt's The Night Watch, Vermeer's The Milkmaid, Van Gogh paintings, a big beautiful library, and the William Rex boat. Sometimes you can even see workers restoring paintings live. The museum is super well organized, so it's easy to walk through and take in all the highlights without feeling overwhelmed. And getting there is easy. The museum is located in Museumsplein, which is Amsterdam's museum district. If you're taking public transport, hop on tram 2, 5 or 12 and get off at the Rijksmuseum stop. From Amsterdam Central Station, it's a 10-minute tram ride to the museum. But before you even step inside, here's a little pro tip. Grab breakfast at the museum's cafe. It's a great spot to sit down, enjoy a coffee and something to eat, and plan out your route through the museum with a brochure that they give you. The Rijksmuseum is big, so you can easily spend 2 to 4 hours exploring, so having a game plan can help you make the most of your visit. We had the cappuccino, matcha latte and stroopwafel cheesecake. Stroopwafel is a Dutch dessert made of tooth and cookies held together by a caramelly type syrup, tasting similar to Biscoff. When in the Netherlands, it's a must try, the cheesecake and the original. We've got a link in the description where you can book tickets in advance, and good news, if you're 18 or under, admission is free. Just remember, if you're eligible for free entry, you need to book a ticket online for your preferred time slot. We also highly recommend getting the audio guide for $6.50. It gives you extra details and stories about the artwork, which makes everything much more interesting, plus it helps you navigate the museum efficiently. Not all paintings are included, only the ones that are numbered, which are the most important ones anyway. We really like this system because it allows you to pick and choose what you prefer to see and not waste time. Everything inside is really well organized, so you won't have to worry about getting lost or not knowing where to go. Whether you're here for the big name paintings or just to soak in a bit of Dutch history, the Rijksmuseum is definitely worth your time. However, if spending a day in a museum doesn't sound like your cup of tea, we have another option for you. One of the best ways to experience Amsterdam is by hopping on a Canal Cruise. And we've linked the one that we did in the description to make it easy for you. Instead of walking around a museum, you can sit back, relax, and take in the city while floating through its famous canals. You'll get to see all the beautiful 17th century buildings, charming houseboats, and iconic bridges from the water, which is honestly one of the prettiest views of Amsterdam. Plus, you'll learn some cool history along the way, all while enjoying the vibe without having to walk everywhere. It's the perfect way to soak in the city without wearing yourself out. The one we did was by a company called Blue Boat Company, and you get on very close to the Rijksmuseum actually, and as you can see, there's a Hard Rock Cafe right next to it with a view of the canal, so although we do have a great lunch option coming up, this could be a great option as well. Now, if you choose the Canal Cruise, this means you'll need a place to grab breakfast first. We recommend coffee and cakes. We've linked all 4 of their locations in the blog post link in the description, but one is right next to the Old Church of Amsterdam. If you like visiting churches in Europe, this could be a great idea. We love the coffee here at Coffee and Cakes, and people rave about the matcha latte. If you'd like, you can skip the museum's cafe and go here instead if you have some extra time. It's a 7-minute bike ride or 25-minute walk to the museum, or you can take the metro. We highly recommend downloading Amsterdam's transport app for schedules, routes, and a way to purchase tickets online, and you can even scan your ticket with your phone as well. Planning a trip can be a lot, figuring out where to go, what to do, how to get around, and booking all of the tickets. So we've made it super easy for you. We've put together a 24-hour Amsterdam itinerary with all the details you need, places to visit, things to do, ticket links, the best routes to take, and even a custom Google Maps guide with color-coded pins. If you don't have time or energy to plan everything yourself, check it out. Okay, now, we've oohed and ahed at the museum or on the Canal Cruise, and I think it's time for some lunch. The last time we were in Amsterdam, we ate at the Pantry and absolutely loved it. They serve delicious traditional Dutch food. We had their special lunchtime menu that had 4 different set menu options and includes a starter, a main, and a dessert. They make a delicious beef and onion stew with a side of red cabbage and mashed potatoes. And if you can, definitely try their poffertjes. A Dutch dessert that are little fluffy pancakes with icing sugar on top. After lunch, we suggest walking around the Negen de Straatjes, the 9 streets. This is a shopping district in Amsterdam, right in the city center. It's made up of 9 little streets filled with cute boutiques, beautiful antique stores, vintage shops, cozy cafes, and independent designers. Plus, the streets are lined with classic Amsterdam canal houses, so it's also a great spot for sightseeing. Here you'll also find the most famous canals in Amsterdam that are a must-see. Heidengracht or Patricians Canal, Keizersgracht or Empress Canal, and Prinsengracht or Princess Canal, and a fourth outer canal, the Singelgracht. I really hope I've pronounced this properly. If not, and you're Dutch, I apologize. You'll also find there are many cheese shops in this area. The Netherlands produces some of the best cheeses in the world, like Gouda and Edam. And if you have some extra time in Amsterdam, definitely consider taking a little day trip to either Gouda or Edam. We've only been to Gouda so far and absolutely love it there. We've linked some guided day trips with cheese market tours in Gouda, Edam, and Alkmaar. Many shops also explain the cheese making process, and you can even take some home as a souvenir. If you love cheese as much as we do, we highly recommend doing this. One thing that we love doing when traveling in Europe is checking out what each country sells in their supermarkets. So a fun thing you can do is to go to a supermarket we love in the Netherlands called Albert Heijn, see what they have at the supermarket that you don't have at home, and pick some stuff up and head over to Vondelpark for a late afternoon snack. They have specific things that are perfect for picnics, like olives, charcuterie bits, cheese, wine, just so many amazing things, so definitely check it out. And there are many locations close to the park. Vondelpark is Amsterdam's biggest and most famous park. It's beautiful and green with walking and biking paths, open fields, ponds, and even cafes. It's the perfect place to relax, have a picnic, or just enjoy the fresh air. And it's usually packed with people cycling, jogging, or just chilling on the grass. If you really want to experience Amsterdam like a local, renting a bike is a great option. Biking is a huge part of Dutch culture, and the city is designed for cyclists with dedicated bike lanes everywhere. Plus, it's a fun and efficient way to cover more ground in your 24 hours here. We've linked our favorite bike renting company in the description so you can easily book a bike and explore at your own pace. Just remember to stay alert. Locals are pros at biking, and the streets can get super busy. For dinner, we highly recommend you check out our blog post linked in the description. We've added a bunch of recommendations that are easy to get from the park. We've added the star rating, which dishes we recommend, and how to get to them. We've also added a list of great accommodation options for all budget types and a list of top attractions in Amsterdam if you have extra time or want some more ideas. So definitely go check that out. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and check out these 2 videos that we think will really help you plan your trip to Amsterdam, or any trip for that matter. And all the activities and extra things we mentioned are all linked in the description. So definitely have a look if you're interested. Safe travels.